My name is Peter Joyce. I'm the pastor of St. Mary of the Assumption Parish here in Milford, and our relationship with Milford TV has really been a great collaboration. Since the time I've arrived here, I've really been concerned about being able to make our weekly masses accessible to a lot of people who can't come to church. There are masses available on TV from many other places, but having a local connection has really been a significant piece. And during COVID, with the shutdown of public worship and the need for people to really stay home for such a long period of time, we began to initially live stream our masses through the internet, and then eventually developed it into a working relationship with Milford Local Cable, which has been phenomenally successful because people really like the local connection. They like to see their church, to see their priests and people that they know doing the readings and providing the leadership in the worship. And not everybody that really needs that service has internet and computer capability. Being able to provide that through our cable service has just been a great asset to our community, to the people who can't come, who weren't able to come, and even now who are still afraid to come to church. Over and over, I hear from them how they feel connected and united, how they love to hear the homilies, and they know about who has died in our community, what our needs are, what the things are that are happening in their parish. So even though they're not leaving their home, they feel connected to their local church. And I'm really indebted to Milford Cable for being able to do that. Our local access channel has provided that local connection that is just been a great gift to our community. It's lifted a lot of our people to sustain them through the loneliness and the isolation of COVID, to be able to feel connected to our parish, to feel connected to their community, to see other people that they know. They could go to Mass on a lot of channels in a lot of places, and some of them still do that. Some of them have shopped around and they listen to more than one Mass, but being able to have the local access has been wonderful. We, of course, have many different ethnic communities as well. We have our larger English community, but we also have a very long-standing Portuguese community that came from Europe. We have a younger Brazilian community that is substantial, and then we have an even younger community that is Hispanic, that has been predominantly from Ecuador. So to be able to provide worship that every one of those communities can feel connected to and identify with and worship with has really been part of the great collaboration between Milford Local Cable and us. I would certainly recommend it to other agencies and to other organizations. Again, some things you can get from Boston or even from Worcester or from other areas, but people really do like that local connection. And one of the things we've learned through the coronavirus is that people are isolated. This was because people had to be. But there are other people who still, as the restrictions are lifted, they still need to be isolated and restricted. And they feel less alone when they see familiar faces and familiar places and events that are happening in our community. So for other organizations to reach out, and again, the cooperation and the support that we've gotten from the station has really been wonderful. And I highlight that only because I've talked to other priests, and people in other communities have not been able to benefit the way we have because of the really generous support and collaboration that Milford Local Access has given to us. I keep coming back in my head to the word supportive because I feel that they have recognized what our need is. Their collaboration with that has supported our work as a church, and also allowed us to be able to really do our work. So I feel that they're supporting our mission as a church in the access that they provide, in the willingness to do that. I think about, for Ash Wednesday, we went down to Fino Field, and you just took charge of it. We didn't have to worry. We worried about the service and what we were really good at, and you did what you were really good at. And so that was a great supportive. The other word that comes to my mind is collaborative. You know, we each did well what we do best, and it came together in a really great way. And that's another thing that I got great feedback from. People really appreciated being there, but then also being able to be connected if they were home. And people drove down at the end to get their ashes, so it was a great experience.